everyone, this is AAPEX TV brought to you by ZF. I'm Kimberly Bottom, and we're talking about the things going on Capitol Hill that could affect you and all of us in the automotive aftermarket. So with us today we have Ann Wilson with NEMA and Aaron Lowe with the Auto Care Association. So Ann, I'm coming to you first. It's been a big week for trade. Tell me what's been going on and what we need to know to have our businesses go forward successfully.
Well, I think first and foremost, everybody needs to remember that the president was elected and changing our national trade policy. And he immediately went into renegotiating the North American Free Trade Agreement. He also has placed tariffs on steel and aluminum that comes into the United States. And there's also tariffs on a lot of products that come from China. What this is doing for manufacturers is it's vastly disrupting their supply chain. It's increasing cost. You talk to a lot of manufacturers, the cost of steel has gone up 50%. And the exclusion process to get your product in without a tariff is not working. It's a difficult time. We're really at a crossroads. The next thing that is coming up is the proposed tariff on all imported autos and motor vehicle parts. That will be additive to the tariffs that there already are on from Chinese parts.
Thank you so much, Ann. Aaron, I'd love to hear your input.
Sure, I think that Ann's points are great. I mean, the trade, we've seen one tariff after another hit the automotive aftermarket, whether it's the iron and steel trade, which are raising our raw material costs, the China 301, which are placing tariffs on everything from air conditioning parts to brake pads to brake rotors. Huge issues for all of our industry. We're hopeful that there'll be a negotiated settlement on especially the China 301 tariffs, but there's really nothing certain in sight at this point on that. We need to negotiate this out because the trade is too important with China for our members and for China as well.
Now we'd like to talk a little bit about emerging technology and the impact that upcoming legislation will have on it. So Aaron, let's get your thoughts.
There's really two issues right now that are really important to our industry, both in building parts that are compatible with vehicle technology, and then also getting the data that's being sent by vehicles. Now on the embedded software issue, we had a major victory on Friday of last week where the Copyright Office found that third parties can circumvent software in order to work on vehicles. Originally, the Copyright Office had said only the car owner can circumvent their own software. So that was a really important victory because it shows that the car owner and not the vehicle manufacturers are really the owners of their software, and they should be able to determine who has access to it.
I think it's important for everybody to realize that the trade associations are working together on this issue. It's indicative of how important it is to the aftermarket, but also how important it is to the American consumer. The world and technology is changing. We need to tell folks in Capitol Hill that what is going to end up happening is they're going to narrow the range of people that consumers can go to have their vehicles fixed. And as cars get more and more expensive, I think people understand that that's an investment that they want to protect.
Well, thank you so much, not only for being here and talking to us and keeping us informed, but the work that you guys are doing. I know you're working really hard together behind the scenes on behalf of the entire industry, so thank you so much for everything you do. These topics will be discussed further during the keynote address with Fox News contributor Karl Rove and CNN's Chief National Correspondent John King.